Good evening students. Today video session regarding Pheretima. Pheretima means the scientific name of earthworm. That earthworm introduction time I said about morphology of earthworm and then digestive system of earthworm. These two topics we made one video on yesterday. So today's session I will continue on the earthworm circulatory system. Okay. Let me start today video session regarding earthworm circulatory system. What are the parts of earthworm circulatory system? These and all we will know in this video session. Look at on that board on a pointer place. Circulatory system of Pheretima. Okay, Pheretima belongs to Annelida phylum. Annelida phylum is one of the animal kingdom phylum. That too, in the developmental order or sequence order, it is a sixth position. First Porifera, later Coelenterata, Adhikaparam, Ctenophora, then Platyhelminthes, Ascihelminthes, and then Annelida. Okay, so here we all are very well known from the beginning of the animal kingdom. Complexity is gradually increases. That time on the animal kingdom classification explanation time, Platyhelminthes tissue level of organization and organ level of organization is there. Adhikaparam Ascihelminthes organ system level of organization. Whether you remembered or not, in the animal kingdom time I said complete alimentary canal we seen the first time in the Ascihelminthes. Ascihelminthes after the phylum is a Annelida. In the Annelida onwards, the maximum all the organ systems are somewhat of developed. I do not say well developed, somewhat of developed. Why I said somewhat of mean? When we are comparing that Annelida phylum with the previous phylums, earlier phylums from the Porifera to up to Ascihelminthes, these Annelida phylum organisms are advanced, okay, because cephalization process is developed. Cephalization means prominent head region, prominent in the anterior portion of the organism, something head and sense organs also is there. So sense organs, when it is came, automatically it gives a lot of stimulations, response to for stimulations. Okay, right. Then we will enter in the today topic. Circulatory system. What is the meaning of the circulatory system? When you heard the word circulatory system, you will get some information. The circulatory system play an important role in the body fluid circulation. What body fluids are there? Blood. Blood is a body fluid. That blood body fluids, okay, circulated by a special system. This circulatory system we doesn't see in the earlier phylums. So here, before entering the circulatory system, in the last session, elementary canal time, I said dorsal and ventral. And what are the important differentiation we seen in the invertebrates and vertebrate organisms? That portion, the arrangement of the organs in the ventral and dorsal side. Just remember in the introduction class of regarding earthworm, that day I said dorsal view and ventral view. How you can find it? Dorsal side one blood vessel, that blood vessel in the form of the dark line. Correct, Lina? That dark line here, that dark line here I mentioned in the pink. Okay. So that dark line indicates dorsal blood vessel. That only I said on that day. On the opposite side, what I said, genital pores, so male and female genital pores are present in the ventral side. So if you see that this diagram, the upper, this side it is a dorsal, the opposite side ventral sides. Okay, dorsal and ventral side. So by using of these two words only, I will explain the circulatory system. Along with these dorsal side and ventral side, in the circulatory system it contains blood vessels, and then heart and some of the minute capillaries are there. Okay. here one strong point I will be noticed, you should be remember that one, that is a closed circulatory system. The pointer place paragana, closed circulatory system. We doesn't see any circulatory system in the earlier phylums. Here Annelida, these blood circulation is advanced character, that too in the form of the closed circulatory system. You know very well about the circulatory systems are two types, one is a open type, another one is a closed type. What is the significance about that one? Open type mean blood vessels are not at there, blood flow in the body cavity freely. But closed type mean blood flows in the within the blood vessels, that too arteries and veins are connecting together with the help of capillaries. So without opening or without flow of blood in the body cavity, just within the only blood vessel, such a type of blood circulatory system we called as a closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system. Okay, so initially these earthworm exhibiting the advanced character. Just comparing these circulatory system with our circulatory system, our body also exhibit the closed circulatory system. But just we compare the next phylum after Annelida, Arthropoda is there. Arthropoda exhibiting open circulatory system. Cockroach type study we seen. That cockroach time I explained open type. So on the day what I explained, the blood of the cockroach we called as a hemolymph, because of it is a colorless, it is a flow in the body cavities. So that is a open type. So in the primitive phylum, it shows the advanced circulatory system. That advanced circulatory system in the form of the closed circulatory system. Diagrammatic explanation I will be continue. First of all, what are the parts it is there we will know. See, in the circulatory system of the cockroach, earthworm, blood vessels, capillary and heart. In the side I mentioned heart, lateral heart. Why I mentioned the lateral heart mean the either sides. The heart is present in the either side, not at in the middle place. If you comparing with the Arthropoda cockroach midline 13-chambered heart we find. But here it is not at chambered, it is located in the particular segment places and then present at the lateral side. So blood vessels, capillaries and heart, these are the major parts. Okay, so one by one, see these parts we will find here. So as usually that Annelida body having the several segment, because of it is exhibiting the metamerism process, metamerism mechanism. So body is divided into the several segments with the help of the septas. So see, already digestion wise we drawn the same diagram. In the middle of this diagram I mentioned the digestive system, nothing but alimentary canal. What are the parts? Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus and gizzard, and after that esophagus, then intestine. These are the parts. Okay, so here blood vessels, whether that is dorsal or ventral, that will be present in the above the and below the alimentary canal. Okay, above and below the alimentary canal. So that above place, that side we call as a dorsal blood vessel. This is the dorsal blood vessel, and this is the ventral blood vessel. Ventral. Okay, these dorsal and ventral blood vessels are connected together with the help of lateral hearts. Here, this is the one. This is the second. 2. In which segments it is there? 7, and then 7 in 7th segment one lateral heart, and in the 9th segment one lateral heart, as simultaneously 12th and 13th segments one more lateral hearts are there. These lateral hearts also particular names are there. Lateral esophagus heart. Why we kept the name is a lateral esophagus? These lateral hearts are present around the esophagus. Okay, esophageal, these are the esophageal. Okay, then so in the intestinal places, some of the connections between the dorsal blood vessel and ventral blood vessels, that we call as a commercial Commensural vessels. This here pink color lines are there, na pink color line. Commensural blood vessels. These blood vessels are connecting the dorsal blood vessel to the ventral blood vessels. Okay, then come to the theoretical. The blood vessels, capillaries and heart. These lateral hearts are present in the 7th and 9th and 7th, 9th, 12th and 13th. 4 lateral hearts are there. Small blood vessels are supplying the blood to gut, nerve cord, body wall. As minute blood vessels, if you see in these dorsal and ventral, these blood vessels onwards, big blood vessels onwards, small blood vessels will arise. That blood vessels are supplying the blood to appropriate segmental parts, that is a gut, nerve cord and body wall. Nerve cord, which side it is present? Ventral side. Nerve cord presence in the ventral side. So that's why in the nervous system time also we will explain, and you know the ventral nerve cord. Invertebrates are having the ventral nerve cord in the ventral side. Okay, nerve cord presence in the ventral side. So here the nerve cord getting the blood from the minute blood vessels. That blood vessels are arising from the longitudinal blood vessels, that is dorsal or ventral sides. Adikaparam next blood vessels, a particular places blood glands are there, 4, 5, 6. In the 4th, 5th, 6th segmental places blood glands are there. That blood glands significance to produce the blood cells. How our body having several blood cells, RBC, WBC, along with that hemoglobin, respiratory pigment, like these blood cells are producing from these blood glands. Nothing but indirectly blood is producing from these blood glands. That blood glands are located 4, 5, 6 segments, and hemoglobin also synthesis by the blood glands. Here these blood glands are significant role in the phagocytic nature. That only I explained, but it is not much prominent distinct RBC, WBC platelets like human being. The blood cells are there. That blood cells is a different function. One of the function to carrying the oxygen, one more function, it is a phagocytic. Phagocytic means nothing but immunity system only now. So if any pathogen if enter the inside, that pathogens are engulfed by the phagocytic. So phagocytic nature blood cells and blood circulation in the one direction. That mean for your understanding wise, see that cockroach movement. That cockroach movement, it is a contractive movement. Total body at a time it will not move, not like snake movement, not like our movement. One part of the cockroach, earthworm. The earthworm will be contract, then that contraction wise it will be pull all the body parts in one direction. Okay, so just observe that the movement of the earthworm in the natural view. Here either first anterior wise or posterior wise, it can able to move both direction, anterior and posterior. Which side earthworm want to move, that side first some rings will be contract because of these annelida having the longitudinal muscles. Along with the longitudinal muscles, circular muscles also is there. Circular muscles. By these muscles, it will show the contract. Okay, that contraction of the body wall simultaneously it play an important role in the blood circulation in the one direction. If blood will flow in the only one direction, that which direction it will depends upon the contraction of the body wall. Because of body contraction time, the body cells requires the oxygen. The required oxygen will be supplied by the blood flow only now. So that is a significance. And then along with that, these circulatory system of Pheretima play an important role in the respiration. because of here blood having the which pigment, respiratory pigment, hemoglobin. The hemoglobin nature what it is carrying the oxygen to different body parts. So this is a plain important role in the respiration. So in our textbook they gave some of the synopsis point about circulatory system. It is a closed circulatory system, that only I mentioned here. That meaning of closed circulatory system, blood which flows in the only body cavity itself only, and then it contains the blood vessels and capillaries and heart. So blood only flows in the body cavity, flows in the body blood vessels only. So it is closed circulatory system. Blood confines the heart and blood vessels. The blood flows by the contraction of contraction of the body wall. So that's why it shows the single direction of blood flow, and these blood is synthesized by the blood glands. That blood glands are located 4th, 5th, 6th segmental places. From that segmented places onwards, what it is producing the blood, it contains the blood cells and hemoglobin dissolved in the blood plasma. These hemoglobin play an important role in the respiration, carrying of oxygen, and then blood cells are having the ability to the phagocytic. It will make a defensive mechanism, and then the blood contraction is in blood circulation in the only one single direction in these blood vessels. Okay, this is the regarding circulatory system of Pheretima. Now come to the diagrammatic representation. This diagrammatic representation, dorsal side along that tube, it is appearance into the one dark line. Based on this dorsal line only, we will find that is a dorsal side. By naked eye, this side will be appearance in the dark line. That will be started from the first segment onwards up to end of the body. Simultaneously in the ventral side, in the first segment onwards up to end of the body, ventral blood vessel is also there. From these ventral and dorsal blood vessels onwards, minute tubes will be raised. That tubes only here I explained, they are connecting with the gut, because of minute tubes are supplying the blood to alimentary canal and body wall. So this ventral tube onwards, some of the tubes are attached to the body wall. So that body wall will be getting the blood from the minute tube. And then very important thing, these dorsal and ventral blood vessels are connecting with the help of lateral hearts and some of the special tubes, some commercial blood vessels. The commercial vessels are present in the clitellum region, that too in the 15th, 16th, 17th segments. Okay, then continuation. And lateral hearts are only present, 4 lateral hearts are only present in the different segments, 7th, 9th, and then 12th, 13th. This is about circulatory system of Pheretima or earthworm. In the continuation video, I will be explain about nephridial system of Pheretima. Nephridial system mean that will explain about the excretory system. By already we completed in alimentary canal. Alimentary canal explain about digestive system. Okay, here in our syllabus they doesn't give any mechanism of digestion, just only systems. Okay, how we discussed in the cockroach, same way here what are the parts we want to discuss in regarding Pheretima also.